This podcast is brought to you by Skillshare, and I love Skillshare. Skillshare is an online community with literally thousands of classes for creative and curious people to explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and just get lost in your own creativity, which is a very cool thing to do. See, right now I'm watching Esteban Gast, and the first class that got me, because I watched the introduction video, was the 6 techniques to spark original ideas. How does that not benefit me? It would absolutely benefit me. And I watched the introduction video, and I just got a feel for it. I just went, okay, I can connect with this guy. I mean, to me, it's the perfect place for, at least people like us that work here. I mean, you could check out classes in animation, creative writing, film and video, graphic design, illustration, music, photography. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning you're not going to be interrupted by ads. And they're always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. And it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. That is a good deal. So, this is a first, because the first 1,000 of our subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Thank you, Skillshare.
Ark 2, welcome everybody. Podcast time.
Podcast time, yeah. Ark 2.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New
official.
Year.
Yes.
Yep.
Right,
Formalities, hello, and
Yeah.
all that.
What are we talking about, Ark or New Year?
We're talking about
Well, I just said Happy New Year, and then we go into
no
Ark 2.
thick,
Felt like a subject change.
We're already derailed.
Ark 2.
We're back to Ark 2 right now. And
We
no
are.
thick.
Yeah, I tell you, I did not expect that announcement, like ever.
No, because well, somebody here was speculating, like, I think that's their last Ark they're doing. I think they're closing down the game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would, like, what I thought they would do is, like, okay, we'll just keep updating it. Or, yeah, well, I guess they did say after, Genesis 2, that was going to be their last update. But I figured, okay, yeah, they're done. Like, the idea that they were going to make a sequel to this game, I don't know, was just kind of surprising to me.
Yeah.
And they've not given any information about.
No, they
what
released that
this
trailer.
means.
There's a trailer out. It's
Well-
got Vin Diesel running around with a daughter, and there's a dinosaur. Yeah.
Well, Ark 2 is a next-generation sandbox survival experience, so it'll probably be quite similar to Ark Survival Evolved in many respects. This time around, there seems to be Morlock-esque creatures to contend with in addition to deadly
What is-
dinosaurs you'd expect.
What's
Morlock-esque?
Morlock-esque? What's that mean?
I don't know. It's MORLOCK-ESQUE.
See, we shouldn't be talking about this stuff.
Yeah, we can.
We could research that word. We
Of
could
course
research
we
that
can.
word.
Let's
We've got
talk about
computers and
this stuff.
Yeah, I just mean somebody's got a podcast and they know what they're talking
No,
about.
yeah, but this. But
It's just
like,
one
I
word.
Like this. I like this.
I
like
know.
What is it? What's a Morlock?
Exactly. What's a Morlock?
What's
we should
a
be
Morlock?
talking
Here we
about
go.
this,
Why
asshole.
wouldn't
I
we?
feel like we
Ready?
should have done research
Shut the
there,
fuck
right?
up.
You know
Morlocks
what?
are,
Step out. Step out. You're out.
Hey, can I tell you what a Morlock is?
Go.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's a fictional species created by H.G. Wells for his
Time Machine.
1985 novel, The Time Machine.
Now I
What's it
remember
look like?
what a Morlock is. I remember them now from the movies.
Yeah, they're almost like underground creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Do
They're
they have
little
are they,
goblins.
they walk on legs or
Yes, they do. They're
Yeah.
they're
they got
kind of
arms?
like a shorter Bigfoot without
Shorter
hair.
Bigfoot. Like thick.
Yeah, like thick.
Yes,
Thickfoot.
yes.
Is
shorter.
Thick's not here either, is he?
No.
He is
No,
not.
we've
Yeah,
talked
he's
about it.
missing
No,
out
he's not.
today.
Yeah. All day we're gonna. No, maybe we'll see Thick tonight.
I wish
We
we
might.
knew. I wish we knew where Ark 2 is releasing. Oh wait, I know. Xbox Series and Xbox Series S console launch exclusive, so it'll only be on
shit.
those consoles before coming to others.
Xbox
Such
got an
as-
exclusive, yo.
Oh,
Made them a damn dope deal.
That's right.
No, I was gonna. Here's the speculation with the Morlocks that I know Neebs is really, really wanting to hear. Morlocks adds a more human kind of race in the game that's going to be NPC based, so they can have more story.
Well, that's cool.
I'm guessing
Look at
there's
that.
Oh,
going to
you're
be that
guessing.
kind of a.
Crap.
It's
I'm
speculation, sure.
excited. I like that though. I want to see that.
It seems like that's why they'd add something like that. If I were to guess,
Yeah, I'm trying to think what does an Ark 2 look like? Is it another just island full of dinosaurs and you go out and tame, or is there some sort of story? Like that's the only thing I've always like not enjoyed about the Ark we play is there's no kind of goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Just story. Yeah.
It's just collect a bunch of artifacts and fight a monster. And story, like the story is there if you really want to look
They
for it. But it's
try,
hidden notes,
and nobody
it's
cares to
awful.
read. Nobody wants to read that shit.
Somebody does.
Somebody
we don't know
does.
Who those people
No, you're
are.
right. You're right. I
No,
don't.
it's a very, very small minority of players. Like I wish, like, and that's the thing. Like a lot of these game developers mess up story in multiplayer games.
It's hard
because one, it's hard, and two, they don't seem to have any sense of levity.
I tell you,
Well,
Conan.
Subnautica had a good way of doing it.
Subnautica's good, but that's kind of a different
Would've
kind of
loved to
survival thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about to say that's not that.
But couldn't
I'm
they-
talking multiplayer
Yeah.
survival.
But couldn't they introduce that way of telling a story?
I
into
think
Ark?
that'd be a wonderful way of telling a story. It's like, okay, you start here, and then you kind of have to build out, and the more you build, the further you can go. That's a great way to do a survival.
I feel
story.
like Conan did it pretty damn good. Their story, they've got a lot of
kind
story
of.
within, but they also, it's like so much story. They want to land rich in all different story, and I don't know. That's a tough challenge, man. In a huge sandbox.
It is. Yeah.
There should be a setting when you play the game. You know how they have like easy, hard, brutal, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They should have like don't really care about the story.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah.
Let's cliff note this story. Like I don't want to read thousands of pages of text or listen to a
and
monologue.
And that's where I think a lot of them mess up is too much damn text and also too much talking. Like at GTA, like anytime you do a mission with Lester.
Lester, get on with it.
Oh my God.
Too much talk.
Yap, 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 yap. It's like,
That
oh, man, it's
motherfucker.
like, someone, like, if you're making a game, making a multiplayer game, and
No
you're
Lester
trying to tell a
mode.
story, no Lester mode. Like, shorten it up a little bit. You got to edit yourself. Here's the mission. Here's what's going on. Go.
Or
Get
if
to
you
the
wanted
point.
more, you could pick Mo Lester. It's one of the two.
Mo Lester.
Right. Right.
Not bad, right?
That was for you. That was for you, Neebs.
Thank you.
All right, but all right. So let's say, all right, you're designing Ark 2, Neebs.
Yeah.
What feature do you put in
For
the game?
one, I think you can revive a teammate.
Okay.
That'd be fun. If you get there in
Yeah.
time.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
sure.
Because based on
option?
different levels of, like, if they just get
Injured.
mauled by a freaking T-Rex or something, like, they should have different levels of down.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you bleed
Yep.
out, and
makes
then
sense
you
you'd be-
collapse, it makes sense that you can, be bandaged, and then he could throw up blood into your mouth and revive you.
Yeah. And it's got to be balanced. They got to balance everything for PvP. So maybe it's not a full recovery, whatever. But it'd be a cool thing to add. Also, I want to see animals that run off with your body.
Ooh, yeah, that take you.
Yeah, like even your dead body. They'd take it and
Yes.
put it in their cave or something.
I love
That's
that.
a great idea.
Brilliant. Brilliant,
Yep.
Neebs.
Like giant ants. That's what they would do.
They take you down into their,
So now your
Yes.
bag's inside of this ant nest.
Yep, and you need friends to come
Oh,
help you.
I fucking love that. I hope they're
would be
listening,
cool.
or at least one person that could get that there. My one thing, I think I brought it up to you guys recently, but I would love to, within a certain kind of dinosaur, like if it was a T-Rex or whatever the case, a Roo, different sizes of them. Like,
Okay.
oh, that's a big T-Rex. Like, it's still a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah,
because
yeah.
just like any living thing on the planet,
Kinda like
there's
when you
different
see a giga.
sizes of it. Sure, it could be a really big giga, or that's
Yeah.
like a.
Yeah, varying sizes.
Why not?
That's what you said when you did double whams. Ooh, that's a big team.
I mean, so you see what I mean?
But it would be
Nope,
fun.
that's a giga.
It would be fun to see like a little,
Just
like a
variety
miniature
in the
giga,
size
which
of
looks
them.
like a T-Rex too.
well, it'd be obviously just a little bit bigger than a T-Rex in that case. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
just have the variety. Like, it's not the same size. We're just looking at different colors of them right now.
I still
And of
want
course
crossbreeding.
They're level, but it'd be cool to see like a particularly large crab.
Okay.
I don't
I'd
know.
like to see birds that when they attack you, they pick you up and fly you up in there and drop you.
yeah.
Like that's what the Argentavis should
That's
do.
a
Yeah.
pickle.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah, picks you up and drops you.
And if you don't carry a parachute, you could be screwed.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you get lucky and drops you over the water or something, but it just adds that element of uncertainty.
There is a pier near my mom and dad's house where we can just watch birds pick up clams and drop them
Yeah.
all day. And if you go out and you actually look on top of this pier, it's just littered.
Yeah.
Whole damn pier
They're
is just
smart,
littered
man.
with clamshells.
They know how to open those clams.
Hell yeah, I fly up and I'm gonna drop my motherfucking clam on this pier.
I'm going to drop this salmon. They're tasty on the inside.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it does really only make sense for hard-shelled things, doesn't it? or to
It's
kill
a
it.
way to
yeah.
keep it from moving, and
Yeah, it's also a way. It's like I need to kill this thing. How
a
do I
lot
do it?
easier to eat when they're not wiggling.
Yeah. I mean, there are some messed up videos of like an eagle will like find a mountain goat, and an eagle will just grab the mountain goat and just push him off.
Yep, there.
Yep.
I'll meet you at the bottom.
Yummy.
I just had an idea and I lost it. Damn it. Because I was focused on your idea because it was so good.
Crap.
I'd like to see a working village, like a market.
With AI?
Yeah, AI like NPCs. Maybe they operate kind of very similar to like the traders in
Trader
7
Joe.
days. Like, okay,
Yeah.
this is a place where you can go and you can trade items for other items.
Well, that's
heard
what's going to happen
Grass's
with
brain.
the Morlocks. That's what's going to happen with Morlocks, probably.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Morlock Town.
If you can befriend the Morlock community, who knows?
I think
they're a
that
little
it would be nice if you could mate the Morlocks together and then enslave their children.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd
right.
really take it to a fun
Yeah.
level.
Big
That'd be a
demand for
hoot.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is like there's so much. I mean, Ark 2, I don't know where they're going to go with. I'm sure they're going to probably keep the same kind of. There's a lot of technology in Ark. Given it's like a primitive looking place, like there's so much technology. We should definitely have wheels. Something on wheels.
Drivable, yeah.
Something.
vehicles.
It makes no sense to not have something with tires, given the technology that exists in that world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, of course. Yeah, it's very true.
Let's take it to the next level. So, like, all right, Ark is also a building game. What if you could build roads?
Build roads. You could build roads.
Vehicles with roads.
Yeah.
So you could really transform an island.
Well, you could do foundations and build road.
Well, I know you can now, but I'm saying like pavement.
Pavement.
Or it's like more technological. It's metal or whatever. Yeah.
Monorail system.
Monorail system be sweet.
So Morlocks become like highwaymen, and they're like just out there making roads for us.
They got vest on, and hard hats.
Exactly. Yeah.
You get a speeding ticket if you go too fast.
So
Yes.
I still don't understand, and that's why this is where it comes in where maybe we shouldn't be talking about it, but you will, hopefully someone here knows, like Ark 2, it's going to be the same game, just with, essentially, it's just going to have a different looking map with different animals. It's still
A
going
bit
to be the same
prettier.
engine, right? It's going to be the same, like...
No
Just-
clue.
I think to me,
No clue.
calling something Ark 2 is a bold move.
It is.
Because they've just.
Because that's like, you got to bring it to that next level.
It's not just another map. It should be different.
It can't just be we took all the data from Ark
Yeah.
1 and we're just
Yeah.
adding more shit to it.
Put a 2 on
Because
the
seems
end.
like-
that's basically the DLC. This is probably going to be, and this is all speculation, but this is probably going to be, they've redone everything. It's a whole new engine. It's a whole new look.
Right.
But yeah, it's a sequel. Like, yeah, I'm with you, Neebs. It is a bold statement. It's like, this is Ark 2.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta up your game.
It was a matter of time, right? I mean, right when the new systems launch, all that stuff, they were. It feels like they were probably planning on this for obviously quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised how long they kept Ark running. I mean, they were making
Yeah.
Genesis, and I mean, they've added new maps and new dinosaurs. Like, it always seems like they're adding stuff to
Well,
it.
they didn't have to do the maps. Remember, like essentially.
Well, certain maps, yeah,
Some
like
of
Crystal
them.
Isles. That was a fan made map that
So-
they like basically endorsed.
That was the best thing that ever happened to them. That fan-made maps are that good and keep people interested. Like,
Hell yeah.
in new, like what a beautiful thing for them. It gave them time to work on this motherfucker.
And Ark 2 is set to release here it is, at some point in 2022. So holy shit.
Oh yeah, we got a while.
We
I
got a
didn't
while.
realize that.
Oh yeah, and it's probably going to be delayed.
Well, how about the
That's right.
cartoon?
Why are we
I'll bet
talking
the-
about this?
Just because it was announced,
It's
like, yeah, we
news.
play a lot of Ark, and we're like, oh wow.
Hey,
Over a year from now.
I know.
You
It's
know
like,
what,
all right,
though?
It's gonna go away.
We should have talked about how you went to a farm
No,
recently
let's
and you
finish
didn't
this
have
real
to-
quick.
Oh,
Let's finish
okay,
this real
good.
quick.
I'm kidding,
Cartoon.
by the way. I
The
think
Ark
that we should be talking
No, I'm
about
gonna tell you
this.
about it. I'll tell you about the farm.
We're gonna get there. I'm guessing the cartoon's gonna drop before. Does it say when the cartoon's gonna drop? The Ark, the new
Yeah,
Ark cartoon.
that's
with
a
all
whole
those-
other thing. Exactly. Ark 2,
Right.
I don't know when. I don't see when that's going to drop, but I do have a list of names who's going to be in it.
Yeah, go
Aside
ahead.
from
read
Vin
the names.
Diesel, who's portraying Santiago,
Right.
you got Madeline Madden, Michelle Yeoh. I'm not sure how to pronounce. Gerard Butler, Jeffrey Wright, David Tennant, Zan McLarnon, Devery Jacobs, Rhaegar
Okay, great. We
Ragnars.
got some good.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Right.
Whatever.
But
At
I'm
At least
guessing
3 of those I know.
I'm
All right.
guessing
And
the
that-
cartoon's
that's
gonna.
also coming out in 2022.
Oh, and Russell Crowe at the end of that. So
Sure.
whatever.
Oh,
There's a
yeah,
bunch of
okay.
names.
Oh, cool.
But-
Thanks for hanging out.
Well, it's
Russell.
information.
It
For
is.
Christ's sake, Neebs
Those
is
are
like, we
big
don't know
names.
enough about anything. And then I'm trying to give information. All right, shut the fuck up.
And this was my last guess, is that the cartoon's going to drop quite a bit before Arc 2 drops just to create that intrigue. And they're hoping the cartoon is like really good.
Well,
And
it's
you know what
not.
I mean? Just no, that cartoon's garbage, isn't it, Simon?
No, the animated series will be released in 2022. So, yes, not way
Oh.
before, but it's also
Okay,
going to be in
gotcha.
2022.
You'd think they'd
I
want
wonder
that
what
to
their
generate-
demographic is for that, though. What age
don't
group
know.
are they looking to?
It seems to be older because I mean
Yeah.
I watched we watched the preview for the animated series.
With the girl and
yeah,
the
and they're like
parasol?
she like ran a pike through a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's adult. This is an adult, but child also a / adult animated series. For
but
sure.
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well,
Maybe it'll surprise us.
Well, you mean you think the stabbing
know
thing
how
is
you-
going to be changed? It's still going to be adult.
I just know that when I like to watch cartoons, but it's got to be, written for me.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be written for you.
Because you never know if a cartoon's written for a child or for,
When
Well,
they're
there's there's
stabbing
a
somebody
poll
in the
going
blood, there's
through
less
someone.
chance.
Kids watch stabbing sometimes. That doesn't mean it's written for you.
I'm guessing they're going for a young
That's-
adult.
Yes, it's
audience.
young
Yeah.
adult audience.
Also fans of Ark. I mean,
Well, listen.
the game's been out a while.
You told me that, what was that Star Wars animated series?
With Clone Wars?
Yeah, that's not bad, but it's written for a younger audience, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
No
So,
stabbing
I
and
ca-
blood.
I kind of like it, but I'm like, well, I can do one of these every now and then. I can't do this every day.
No.
The
We're
horses.
talking about New Year's now?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Hey.
So, as you know, Harley Bear, my dog, hates fireworks.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple days before New Year's, we heard a firework go off in the neighborhood, and Harley's like, oh, God,
Yeah.
it's that time of year again. We could already tell.
Just nervous.
He's not looking forward.
Turns
He is a
into
nervous wreck.
Yeah.
And we live in a neighborhood that has houses all around it.
Mm-hmm.
So you got people just launching fireworks over your house all night long, whatever, 4th of July, New Year's. So we jump on Airbnb and look for somewhere like way out in the country, like 45 minutes out of town. We found a 63-acre farm, horses, cows, goats, all that. And we went and stayed in a barn Airbnb for New Year's Eve.
That's awesome. It would have been funny if you got there. It's like, hey, welcome. Come look at our fireworks show.
We checked. They said, nope, we got horses and we got cows. We do not want loud noises
they know
around here.
better.
Perfect,
They can't have
yep.
that shit. Mm-mm.
So it was great. We walked all over the farm, hung out with the horses.
And the dog was happy.
Dog was super happy.
There
Yep.
you go. That
Went and
makes
picked
it
up some
all
food
worthwhile.
and took it back to the barn.
Good deal.
Like it was literally above the barn. Like the big you go in the barn doors. That's underneath.
So how do you not smell? And it's okay to smell shit. I've been to farms. It's okay, but like I would think that you would smell shit a lot if you were above all of the shit.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. I mean when you were in the house, you didn't smell anything.
Yeah, but
When
in
you would-
houses you don't normally have a bunch of horse shit beneath it.
Yeah, no. When we would come downstairs and walk out of the barn, you smell a little bit of just farm smell, but it's not
You
like
get so used to that you get
it
so
actually
used
smells
to
kind
it.
of good, just like outdoorsy
Yeah.
smell.
I don't
Yeah.
mind that at all.
No, I mean I like horse shit and the smell of it. I was just curious.
Right?
Yeah.
So you say this is above a barn, so I guess they've got it real nice and insulated. It was warm in there.
It was warm. It was
Nice.
comfortable. Had bedroom, TVs
Yeah.
on both ends of the house, and a full kitchen,
Pretty cool.
a balcony overlooking all this land.
This place sounds sweet.
It's great. So yeah, I think we're gonna start
Hor-
traveling.
Horse talk real quick. I don't know how many of you. I think Simon, you were on Patriot a little bit, right? And Neebs, I think you'd been on.
Yep.
You've been around the horses that are trained to be by gunfire and explosions.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been on those sets at all? Like those horses, I think that's always impressive. Where like there can be an explosion go off by a horse, and they're like, "What?
Yep.
Right.
Just
Used to
trained.
this. Part of the
Yeah.
job.
They don't even look at it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
As soon as they're born, they're just lighting off fucking explosive next to the poor
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Better get used to this.
it's. I mean, when you see them, that when they don't care. Yeah, I don't look at it. You're probably right. There's probably a lot of fear in that process. Huh?
At first. That's the thing, at first. And then they get
Yeah.
used to it.
Yeah.
And the ones that aren't cut out for it, the trauma they must go through for
shit.
a while.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I hate I brought this up.
Great
Okay.
subject. 2021.
I always thought it was pretty cool that they were like, "Yeah, what's up?" Yeah.
Now the way we bad movie night one night. Me and my friends watched this one movie. It was a terrible film, but there was a fight scene in it, like all these horses. And some of the things they had these horses doing like blew my mind. Like these horses were trained to take falls and like fall really
the falls that's a big
and
thing.
there was so much of it. And I was like, man, God, it was the best part of the movie, just watching this horse fight going on.
Yeah. I had to do
Nowadays,
a fall off
man.
a horse once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these CG, because it's got to be CG. Some of the stuff they're doing now with horses, like you'll see them getting impaled and doing flips.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what they're doing now. I feel like that started a lot on like Lord of the Rings, because like the dragon would come down and like scoop them up and throw it.
War Horse. Any of you guys ever seen that? I think we talked about it once. There's that
perhaps
horse
so.
scene in War Horse that's like, holy shit. It's just like you might as well skip the rest of the movie. Just go to the horse scene. It's pretty
Is that a good
intense
movie?
Scene. Certain parts of so many years ago I saw it. Like obviously it was visually impressive, but there was one scene where both sides with the horse. It's this particular scene. That scene's
War Horse.
amazing.
I'm searching it right now. War Horse was it in barbed wire or War Horse horse fight?
Yeah, it was the barbed
wanna see
wire.
that.
I don't
That
want to
sounds
see the horse
awful.
fight. It was the barbed wire thing. No. But what comes as a result of that scene is
Don't
pretty
spoil
beautiful.
anything.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
shit. I'm not saying shit.
Okay.
Oh man, this
Why
is
didn't
so
you vouch for the movie?
unbelievable.
You're like talking about
Overall-
this scene. I'm like, is it good? And you're like, eh.
No, but as far as a horse scene goes, Absor brought up a horse scene in a movie.
But
and
the
then
whole movie. What about the Secretariat?
I don't. That was good, wasn't it?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
My sister.
I don't watch
just-
a lot of horse movies.
See, it's funny
Don't
too.
go
Hot to
out of
trot.
my way to do that.
My sister specifically talked about how much she liked horse movies like last week. And I remember
Get her on the phone. Get her on the phone right now.
I remember being like, really? She's like, yeah, have you seen Secretariat? And I said, no. She's like, oh,
Seabiscuit?
that's so good.
Like it's been
And then
forever.
there was
I
another one,
couldn't-
and Black Beauty was another one. And I remember seeing Black
There's a new one.
Yeah.
Black Beauty's got a new movie coming out.
Blacker Beauty.
Blacker Beauty.
Oh man. Horse talk. That wraps
Listen.
up horse talk, I suppose.
Good horse talk.
I don't know if it does, because really I've been going to. I'm going to start going back to another horse farm weekly with my little one.
Oh, awesome.
And I did
cute.
it. I did it. I mean, it's a homeschool type class, so it's
Oh.
great. You go out there on a farm and you hang out with dogs. You see, not dogs, and with horses. But like one day you go there in the morning and they're sick, so they're giving like one of the horses an IV and they're showing you how to clean their eyes and their teeth and it's
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's great. That's good for them to be around all those animals. And farm dogs and cats are like the best
They are.
dogs and cats ever.
Oh yeah. They got the
Hey.
best ticks.
Is this a dumb question?
Yeah.
best ticks.
What's a dumb question,
What?
Neebs?
Is it a dumb question? Can you ride a giraffe if you had a saddle?
I don't know.
I would say yes. I'm going to search it right now. Man riding giraffe. Should be.
Yeah,
I feel like I've never seen it.
I've never.
don't know
Yeah,
if
I
I've
feel like
either.
I'm with you. I've never seen it. I've
I
seen
would
somebody
say
ride an
that-
elephant.
I would say that there are probably giraffe races.
You're probably right. You're
There's
probably
camel
right.
races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Tell you
it's
what,
true.
with the horses, I'm going to bring it back to video games for a second. Developers, if you're making a game and there's a horse in it, stop killing it. That's become a trope
Yeah.
for all these games that have a horse in it. It's like, the game gives you a horse and then it kills it.
And take it.
Yeah, stop it. It was done. Pulled on my emotional heartstrings a couple times, but no, you're done.
Yeah. It should just get older to where it can't go anymore.
It just dies of natural causes.
And then you just leave him.
But yeah, it was like what Red Dead, Ghost of Tsushima, Shadow of the Colossus, like all these games. Just like here's
Yeah.
your horse, it's gonna die.
Or what if it meets a horse that it wants to mate with, and then you just part ways?
That's fine.
That way you're like, hey,
Just stop killing it,
they're
or
happy.
you find a better horse. I don't know, but just stop giving me a horse and then murdering the damn thing.
yeah, we should probably write games.
It was like the end of my octopus teacher. Nobody? All right.
You gonna spoil that for everybody?
I know. We've talked about this way too much, and I'm stopping it right
Man,
there.
you
I'm
were
stopping it.
way too old to be spoiling stuff still. That's like
didn't-
a kid thing.
I didn't spoil shit.
Did you guys say the end of the octopus?
I didn't.
Man, a kid will spoil a movie for you
Oh,
in a
God.
heartbeat.
It's like they enjoy it, the little fucks.
That's an interesting thing. People that just feel the need to talk through a show, right? Whatever it is. Like certain people are wired to like they just have to talk through a movie or whatever. Be it
through it?
spoiler or not. Like, I don't know. I mean, spoiler people
I was talking
are a
about
certain
like
person.
when you
Yeah,
see a
I know what
kid
you're talking about.
and
Yeah.
they saw a movie
Yeah.
and you go, "How was it?" And they go, "Well, the main guy got a gun. The gun was really strong, and then he went to the castle and killed all the bad guys.
So basic.
But then they were like that, and you're like,
I have
did
not
you like it? That's all.
Like, well, here's what happened in it.
Here's the whole movie.
Here it is in its entirety. Well, I know what you're saying, Dora. Yeah, some people, like, when I go into the movie theaters, like, I've been at a couple times where somebody is, like, very reactive to an annoying extent.
Where you'll miss lines of dialogue. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it's okay to laugh, you know,
Yeah, of
stuff
course.
like that. You know,
Of course,
it's
your
okay
reaction.
to react in some ways.
Sure.
But, you know, when you're in there going like, nuh-uh.
I can't.
Oh, the worst I've ever experienced was there was this one guy that would repeat funny lines.
Yeah, that's the worst.
God damn, I've never wanted to choke
Maybe you didn't
somebody
hear
in a
him.
fucking movie theater so bad.
Right?
Yeah. You know, someone would say like, you know, blah, 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 something funny. And then, ha, something funny. Ha, like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, we just heard that, dude.
Here's a lesson. If you are here listening to this and you are one of those people, because there's a lot of them out there. There's probably a lot. That's probably pretty common. Fucking stop it.
The
Right
best
now.
side to be on is the side that's just more quiet. No, react to the movie, laugh, whatever.
Yes,
yeah,
but don't
let's
say
just
that.
not talk through.
Don't
the movie.
repeat
Hey,
it
we
and
should-
then laugh out
we should-
loud.
We should use this whole platform to correct the world and the
Yep,
things they do
that's what
wrong.
we're gonna do as of now. We're in correct the world mode right now. The rest of the
So don't repeat funny stuff at the movie theater.
Yes.
That's why Abster doesn't like to go to the movies.
Yeah, you're right.
flush the toilet.
I got one.
What?
Okay. Let's say you're going to an intersection, and if I've said this, I'm going to say it again, and you didn't get into the turning lane, and it's kind of too late for you to get in the turning lane.
Don't.
You don't just put a corner in there and block the straight lane. You've missed it.
You,
Okay?
yeah,
You go straight.
You go straight.
Officially
You do
turn
a
around
U-turn. You do
somewhere.
what you got to do. But you don't stop all the people going straight.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
Very
That's a dick
true.
move. That's a
Dick
move.
move. You know, this is a petty driving thing, and I probably brought it up before, but I'll still say it again. When you pull up to a four-way stop, and you're stopped, and then someone else is coming, and you clearly see that they're slowing down. How about you fucking go? You don't have to wait for them to stop their car, and then you go.
Because you know they're
You know that they're
coming to
stopping.
somewhat of a stop.
You know that they are. They
Yeah,
see
they
you.
have to. Yeah.
And for my entire life, almost everybody waits. Don't be so scared.
It could be one of those people that's I don't know. Is there a reason to wait?
I guess maybe it's just leaning on the side of caution.
Yeah,
not
it's
a few
too cautious.
stops, so,
Too
yeah.
cautious. Neebs is one of those people. I could tell with that shitty response. You're one of those people, Neebs, that just waits just in case, because you know what? They might all of a sudden bolt out at 6 miles an hour and ram into you.
Well, some people are like looking for like if you this is a different situation, but some people are like looking for to get insurance money or something. Like they'll cause the accident.
Oh, that's
But
true.
living
But if
in
you
fear
fully
like that
stopped
is a weird
and
way.
they
Yeah.
didn't, then they're wrong. I don't sit
Yeah.
there and wait. I just
But
go,
if you
okay.
got a four-way stop, that shouldn't be one. Because in LA, man, they got all those billboards like protecting you against people jumping in front of your car and then saying, you hit me. Like that's crazy.
Well, here,
Accident
that's,
attorney.
get a car with like 9 cameras on it, and
I was
People
about to say,
have
get a
that
dash
now.
cam. I think we've talked about that before. I think isn't it
Yeah.
in Russia like you are required to have a dash
Really?
cam? Yeah. And that's for insurance purposes. They're like they told everybody if you have a car, you have a dash cam.
We should all
I've got
have
a-
dash cams.
Which is like not a bad idea.
I've
Most
got a
people
little
do now.
thumb drive in my car. Like I've got all those cameras at my. I can pull all that if I ever
Yeah.
need to,
I
and it's every
personally-
angle.
It's
a
so
good thing to have.
It's such a good thing to have. You know that in 10 years it's going to be mandatory. I still
Yeah.
don't understand why. Okay, it's great that most vehicles have the backup. Why the hell don't we have them in the front? You know how many people hit people in the front? Like you
Yeah,
can
no
very
shit.
easily have these little cameras on the right and the left corners of your bumper so you can see if you're going to hit somebody else's fucking car. Everyone's all worried. They're doing like 9-point turns when they don't have to. You know how much time it's going to save if these motherfuckers know? Like I'll see people out there and I'm like, go, keep on going, you dipshit. I'm waving them out like you got like fucking 15 feet, asshole. Why are you backing up? You got this.
You got
No,
this.
I'd say that is free entertainment, being somewhere like downtown and just watching people parallel.
Oh,
park.
where I used to live. Where I used to
Oh,
live.
boy.
I thought about recording a bunch of those and making a compilation because, man, they were entertaining.
be great.
Just
It
looking
is.
down off the balcony right there where I used to live. It was insane. And then my favorite part was like seeing the people that just give up.
Like they just leave.
They're like, now I'll go find somewhere I can just pull right into.
Two of my favorite things to do when it comes to people watching is that and watching people like try to get their boat off the boat ramp, like
I
off
bet
the
that's
trailer.
bad, yeah.
Oh god, endlessly entertaining.
Any trailer work. Trailer work
Yes,
itself is
trailer
you got to do, it takes a little bit of training to understand the concept of
Yeah.
how
It's
to back
easy to
a trailer.
jackknife. It's easy
Yes.
to jackknife when you don't know what the
Oh, yeah,
fuck
big
you're
time.
doing.
Just take some time and get to wrap your head around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so like when you first start out, it's so unintuitive.
It's
'cause,
got-
like,
yeah,
wait, I
it's
gotta
counter-
turn this way, so that thing turns that way. What?
Oh boy, where do you even go from that? Where do you go from
I don't know. Where,
jackknifing?
horse talk to
Any
trailer
more pet
talk?
peeves of society?
Oh, pet peeves. You talking about
knocked a
pet peeves when
couple.
it comes to driving. Oh,
Yeah.
left lane drivers. I think that's everybody's like that's the go-to though.
Oh, I just heard on the news the other day, some states are starting to, give out citations for people
Please,
doing
it
that.
needs to happen all
Well,
around.
well, now listen. Is that an effort to just make some more revenue in the department?
I think
Well,
it's
I mean-
an effort to let people know, like, hey, listen, if you're on a 2-lane
Well,
road or 2-lane highway,
I
and you're going the
understand.
exact same speed as somebody beside you, either you slow down or like someone speeds the fuck up.
Agreed,
Like,
but
one
a
of the-
cop
one
to
of those-
issue a
one of those
citation
needs to
for
move.
it.
But if
Is
you're
that
going
a-
below the speed limit in the left lane, and that's just where you're driving, you're not like there temporarily. You're just
Yeah.
like, now everybody that has to pass on the right.
yeah,
No, you need to move over.
you're kind of a potential. I don't know.
How good would that feel? Like right now, I'm genuinely smiling. I'm imagining those two fuck faces, right, that have been next to each other in a 2-lane road for like a good 4 or 5 miles, and we've got like a good 10 or 15 people behind. I want to see a cop come up and pull over one of those fucking motherfuckers.
that would-
Yes.
I
Well, it'd
want
be
to
the guy on
see
the left.
that. The guy,
Yeah,
on
be
the
the guy on the
left.
left.
Be the guy on
Of
the
course. I feel like,
Yep.
I feel the person on the right, they're probably in cruise control. It's not their fault, but I understand being
They're
the person.
part of
to
the
let
problem,
everyone-
though.
If you're aware of the people behind you, let them around.
Yeah, of course. Speed up
Like,
yourself.
Be the better
If-
person.
Yes.
I bet in our group, I'm going to try to put us in order. I'm going to say Abstro's probably the road ragiest person here out of this group,
Because you've seen it.
followed by...
But yeah,
Yep.
you've seen it.
Oh, I think it's in your blood.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I think your dad does that too.
Oh yeah, no, my grandma did it.
They
Oh,
took
your
great
grandma?
pride
It
in
was
They
was
took
fun
great
riding with me,
pride.
Mom.
Yeah, you come from a long line of
I
road
do,
ragers.
Yeah, me ma would bitch at some drivers. I wish, oh god, I wish I could have recorded some of that.
That'd be a great
And
compilation.
you guys met me, ma. That's classy lady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, she even blessed your heart. Some people while we were there.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was quite polite.
Oh my god! I
You
love
should have heard her when she was behind the wheel.
Yeah, that's great.
All the couth was gone.
I'm gonna say Simon's probably the second place road rager,
Yeah.
and then for me and Doralius, I don't know.
Or
I'm
about
the
Thick?
guy.
Let's get thick. Let's get thick.
Thick's
in
probably
Get Thick.
Thick's probably after Simon.
Here. Yeah.
Me and Doralius are probably tied for.
You might be
The
right
calmest.
about that. You might
All
be
right,
right.
yeah.
I'm pretty.
I got
chill
a
on the road
question.
these days.
I got a question. Who do you think here would be the best parallel parker?
Well, that's not really fair because like Dora's car does it for
Yeah,
him, doesn't
but
No,
I
mean,
still
but
do
he
it
knows
every
how
now
to
and then.
drive.
I'm a pretty good parallel parker. I will
it?
admit.
Yeah, you know what? You live downtown, so you probably
Yeah,
have more experience
exactly,
than all
yeah.
of us. But I'm fine at parallel parking. Granted, I got a tiny ass car, so that thing I can fit that fucker in anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good, but still not confident. Like I'll go into it like, oh, I gotta do this, and then I nail it. I'm like, I got this.
See, I go
done.
into it as if it's a game, and when people say you can't fit in there, I say fuck you, I can, and then I get in.
Yeah,
prove them
I like
wrong.
that
So
too.
you got confidence.
The cameras are a game changer there as well with parallel
Yeah.
parking. Good God, that is a helpful thing. Even if my car doesn't do it, like using that camera, I'm obviously going to use that, and it's got that perfect line showing where your tires are going and shit. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's
fancy.
that's a game changer. A lot of cars have that these days.
It's
the
weird when you
backup
look
thing.
back there and you're like, I know I've only got 2 inches, and you get out and there's like 5 feet.
Yeah.
You're like, this is some sort of quantum miracle.
Yeah, no, it does.
See?
It always feels like you're way closer to the vehicle. Than
I
you
knew
really
Neebs
are.
was one of those fucking idiots. I knew him. I knew it. Because I never think it's 5 feet when it's 2 inches. Because
Well, listen,
I've
I'm not one of
learned-
those idiots. Because if you were waiting on my parking spot, you wouldn't have to wait more than like 3 seconds. Because when I move, I'm moving.
Yeah,
All right.
you whip it in there.
I'm not slowly backing out. Oh, man, that drives you crazy. That's why I park in the back every time. I can't wait for people.
All right. So now that we've done we've done a really good amount of parking talk.
It's always fun. They're going to enjoy it. Everybody parks.
I was
Everybody
watching.
poops.
Everyone does. I was watching. I was looking. I did see somebody riding a. What do you call them? A giraffe.
Hot air balloon.
Riding a giraffe, and then I watched the video where you guys were talking about a giraffe saving its baby giraffe from 5 fucking tigers.
Oh my god.
What? And it got it?
Mother
It saved it?
giraffe, lions rather. Mother giraffe takes down 5 lions to protect her baby. It's fucking pretty cool, man. Pretty
Just
cool.
smacking it with the head? What doing what?
No, just running. They were running and chasing. They were trying to
shit.
jump
I
up
mean, it's
on
a
top
big-ass
of them.
animal.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
those long ass legs are freaking
Such
kicking
an
it,
awkward,
stomping on it.
Yeah, they can get their stomps pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And successfully saved the baby.
Well, apparently, lion hunting's failed.
Just
yeah.
say yes.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear the other
Maybe
outcome.
that baby has a lot of
I didn't watch
scratches,
the whole
and
thing. I
hopefully they
think
don't
it
get
lived.
infected.
Speaking of videos like that, I scrolled by one on Facebook, I think yesterday, and it was with the headline of something like "Snake eats snail" or something, and then surprise kind of a thing, right? So I was like, all right, you know what I mean?
I can't even imagine what the surprise is.
So,
What's the
so
surprise
I
gonna be?
clicked on it. First of all, I didn't know at first it was like a 4 or 5 minute video. I was like, what the fuck? So the snake is just like staring at this snail, just kind of staring at this big fat snail. It looks like a really tiny snake, but it's bigger than the snail, just barely. Like you could tell it could take it down its throat. But I've never seen a snake go after one, so it goes after the head. Bam! It's wrapped around the head. And then it's doing the whole thing, like starting to suck it out of its shell, right?
Right.
And then you can kind of see it's going like further back.
Snakes
like
can
you see it.
suck?
Well,
they're
like however
squeezing it,
the
squeezing it out.
suction, how they're doing you know how the suction within
Okay.
pulls their prey into their body more, you know?
Hmm.
That
Yeah, they
that
use their
thing.
muscles,
It's not
basically.
really
But like,
sucking,
could a snake
but
use a
it's-
straw?
It's not sucking. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know
That's
how
a good
airtight.
question,
I don't
though.
know how airtight that hole is.
I wonder if her lips could close
I don't think
enough.
Yeah, but great question. Thanks for the
We got
derail.
derailed. All right, what happens to the snail?
So it's exactly. I'm watching. I'm like, okay, suck. It's the whole slow thing, and then I even fast forward. Like I push forward a little bit, and in the end, it just ate the snail.
Surprise!
Yay!
I was like, you motherfucker.
What a
gotcha.
surprise.
Clickbaited. You, sir, has done been clickbaited.
Oh man. I
And
kinda
now we've been sucked
appreciate
into
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you can avoid that if you scroll past it, guys. I just saved you 4
No, we need
minutes.
to start doing that on all of our videos.
Yeah, surprise.
It's like we started talking about Ark 2, and then
Surprise!
which actually would be appropriate for this video.
Yeah.
It would. It would. Surprise. We talk
We'll do it
about.
for
That's
every
it.
video.
That's your title.
We got it. We got the title. Look at us.
Let's see.
So now everyone's disappointed at the
Watch
same
views
time.
skyrocket.
Anybody who clearly like, what's the surprise? I got to listen to this whole fucking podcast.
It's
It's
the-
get here. It's like, God damn it.
We'll put the time code so they can skip to it.
Yeah, the
Yes.
surprise is the snail got eaten.
goddamn clickbait.
Motherfucker.
Love it. Oh, the internet.
Yeah,
Endlessly
no shit.
entertaining.
No shit.
And disappointing.
And yes, you are
Yes.
correct about that.
But I love a video now that has two unlikely animals being best
dude,
friends.
I just watched a
or-
compilation the other day. It made me so
or there's
happy.
more.
Yeah.
The elephants save the baby elephant, or an animal trusts a human to come help them save whatever,
Yeah.
a friend or
Yeah.
or a
Mhm.
child.
Animal videos are fun. I watched one the other day. It was a guy petting foxes, and the foxes were laughing. You ever heard a fox laugh?
Yeah,
I
they're
have.
silly.
God,
Oh, they're
so
the
damn
cutest. They're the cutest.
That's what they sound like.
Listen to the hyena. Those tamed kind of hyenas that are like with this one dude, their laugh when they're all happy and shit because they don't know
yeah,
how to
that
be
was-
happy. They don't know how to be happy. They don't grow up like getting
What do you
petted and
mean?
stuff. No,
They're
they know how
born
to be
happy.
happy. I'm saying like with a tummy rub or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
like,
They go
guy-
nuts.
Humans do to they lose their shit because it's like they're getting a massage for the first time in their life,
Yeah, like, oh my god, this feels so good.
and they
I
don't
want
make
these all the
normal
time.
noises. The hyenas make the craziest fucking noise in the world when they're happy. It's awesome.
We could probably just insert some hyena laughing audio here.
There it is.
We just made everybody's day.
Yeah, boom, you're welcome.
And you know what? Ozzy Man, that brings up a thing. So Ozzy Man did his, and we got a little shout out in his like wrap up of 2020 video.
Right.
I think that video as a whole was just such a good summary of 2020. Like he killed it. That was a really good video if you watch the whole thing. I don't know if you guys have at all.
I gotta watch it still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
he
a
makes
thing.
one. Yeah, his videos are wonderful.
It's like a 20-minute sum up of 2020 through the eyes of Ozzy Man and watching obviously many, many videos, animals and otherwise. It's just, yeah, it's great. And then we get a little love in there, but that's not my point. It was a good summary of 2020.
I'm gonna check that out. I was
Yeah.
scrolling through his page a few weeks ago, and he had that video where he's people are doing the dive competition. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
I didn't see that one.
It's not like a high dive or a
Is it a
grace. It's jump off the high dive and just be as completely out of control as you can possibly be.
Okay.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah,
And it's just men, women, everybody's doing it. They just, I mean, it looks
God.
dangerous.
Yeah,
They're just jumping and just completely. Some of them just completely losing track of where they are in the air. And other people, you can tell they kind of spotted where they're gonna land.
Yeah. Oof.
But
That's dangerous, man.
way more.
Fuck.
way more entertaining than watching someone do a perfect dive.
Oh yeah, yeah. Silly dives.
Mm-hmm.
I love silly dives.
I tell you what, man, like some of us, and we got, this shows a little age, but got Guganist. Remember Greg?
Yeah.
Luganist. Like, it created a fear of diving boards that I didn't have, kind of, back
Yeah.
then. Just seeing
So he
it.
was in the Olympics, and he did a high dive and cracked his head on the platform.
It
Yep.
traumatized me, just the visual. I'm sure it did it to other people as well, kind of. It just kind of fucked up my head for a while as far as diving boards.
Yeah,
I'm not
I mean,
gonna lie.
they're not safe. That's probably why I don't see a lot of them anymore.
I hate that they've removed
they're
them.
so
but-
damn fun. I know, God. That's the thing. It's
There's
like
nothing
the
more fun.
insurance got so damn expensive, and yeah, it was probably these things aren't safe, but fuck, they were fun.
But,
Yeah.
God, I used to love a diving board growing
Yeah.
up.
Like
Yeah.
that guy Lou Gaines, though, like he hit his head going down on the board itself. So
Oh
he
my
was.
God.
It was a weird thing. Like most people, when they're on a diving board, they're jumping off of it and they're going to the water. Pretty safe.
Yeah, pretty safe.
Pretty safe.
I'm just
Until you
thinking
hit
of
your
it.
head.
My skin's crawling already. Like just picturing the whole thing again. Ugh. Yeah, sorry about that. I bring up some pleasant things always.
Hey, here's a tip. Because
Yeah.
we used to go camping a lot. We used to love camping by lakes and things like that.
I
And we
miss it.
love to find a tree with a rope swing
I
or a
miss it.
cliff to jump off.
Mhm.
If you do that, make sure you check the water first.
Always. A good
We
idea.
always did that. We'd always go see how deep it is, make sure there's no limbs or trees underneath the
Just,
water.
Yeah, never jump into water that you haven't been in first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there could be crap under there.
Yes.
And you can't half-ass it in any way, shape, or form. There's a good chance that water you can't see very far in it, depending on where you are, especially if it's a freaking river. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it might
you,
look deep, but it might not be deep.
Yeah.
you got
give
to
it a
do
good
a good
check.
combing down there, good few of you, kind of get a parameter and go, yeah, we're good.
Like this is the spot. We can fall in here.
You guys
How
do
much
that
would you?
when we're
You'd be
together?
so pissed. No, I just let you jump first.
No, I was about to say you guys could do that, but I'm not jumping anything over 20 feet. I'm done.
Okay.
I don't need that anymore.
That's a good height.
Yeah,
20
that's
feet's
fine.
You can have
fine.
fun at 20
Yeah,
feet.
20
yeah,
feet's
have
fine.
fun there.
No, yeah, it does get to a point where like, yeah, this isn't fun anymore. Like when you have to like you can only toothpick doing this. Like I don't want to do
and
that.
if you don't
That
toothpick
looks
right,
awful.
you could fucking hurt yourself. And I am
Right,
not
yeah.
doing that anymore.
no, I get you. I am with you on that. Yeah, 20 feet though. That's good. Good 20 foot. Man,
Yeah,
I
that's
used to
fun.
go to this camp when I was a kid. Camp Don Lee. That kind of close to Newbern.
Camp what?
They had Camp Don Lee.
Don
It's like
Lee.
a Christian camp.
Sure.
Yeah. But they had a lake with two diving boards on it, and yeah, it was about 20 feet high. That was so much fun. Just go there and like one of those diving had a good spring on it.
I assume you
Stay
guys
out
have
there
been
all
on
day.
the lake trampolines, right?
Yeah, this is what that was. It was
not.
on a lake.
Oh, but I'm talking about the trampolines that float on lakes. Just
I feel like I was
on
on one, but it had less
no.
bounce. 'cause
They're the
it kinda-
best. Yeah, it absorbs a little bit, but I mean, some are
Yeah.
better than others, obviously.
Yeah.
But what a great place for a trampoline. They're really
Right.
fun. Yeah.
I've never done one of those blobs. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
It's like
I
a
never
big-
have either.
That
Oh
looks
yeah, I
fun.
know what you're talking
Big
about.
floating pillow.
Where one
You're
person
laying on
lands.
it.
Yep.
Someone else jumps on it
That
and
looks
pops you out into
fun.
the lake.
Dude, let's go do those Iron Man things. The freaking
Iron Man.
water, the jets, it shoots out water.
Oh, the
you know?
jets? The flying jets?
Yes. They seem pretty locked in these days.
You have the water jets under your feet and you go up in the air.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Like again, going back to watching people.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful day. I was with my mom and dad. They went to Cayman Islands, and I went with them for a little bit. And there was people there like, "Oh, you want to try doing this?" Watching people try to do those.
What's it called?
Funny as fuck.
I don't know what they're called.
They're like water. They're almost like water jets. You strap them to your feet. And the guy that was like running it was great. Like watching him do it
Sure.
was like, damn, dude,
Yeah.
that
He got it
guy's
down.
got it figured out. Watching fat ass on the beach try to do it, like, nope,
Epic flyboarding
this person
is
does
what it
not
is.
have it.
Flyboard.
That looks like something that would be really fun to like get good at that, obviously, because you
Yes.
legit are kind of like Iron Man-y.
Oh, wait.
You know, if you've seen the guy that built the ones for his hands, like you've seen him, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
He's got the thrusters in
Yeah.
his
Yep.
hands,
Yep.
one for each arm. He says that is so intuitive. Like there was barely any learning, curve.
The coming out of the hands.
I could see that because it's just like, all right, yeah, that
Well,
makes sense.
So
also-
can't they do that with water?
Well, it's different when it's on your feet and you just got like a jet stream of water coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's
And
a lot of
like-
weight.
because it's a balancing act. Oh, okay, you're talking about do that same thing with
Yeah,
hands.
one jet for each hand, and now
You would
you're
think,
floating.
You would think.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them on my hands than feet.
All right, so yeah, because I'm looking at here, I see a couple of things here. So like flyboarding, it looks like there's people with it on their feet, and then I see just the regular water jetpack, which seems like it'd be so much easier to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but the feet thing, that looks like it'd be really difficult. Like
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
know
why
why
fat
the
guys
feet
look
would be
stupid
your-
doing that.
It is. I can assure you.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Based
try
on
that.
the 20 people I watched that one day.
Yeah.
My dad and I just sitting on this beach drinking beers, laughing our asses
That
off.
sounds great. Look, we really got to make a commitment when things get back to normal.
Yeah.
We've got to go try these things. We've like even the what do you call it, indoor skydiving. We got to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that
we
would
got-
be fun.
We got hang gliding probably hour and a half, 2 hours up the road.
Not too
can do that.
bad. Mhm.
It's an
I'll do
outside
that.
You know-
thing we could do
I can do
now.
that.
Oh, I do tandem. Yeah, I'd hang glide.
Well, we'll do the sand dunes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's not that
not too
crazy.
dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. I could do that.
Unless you break your neck, of course. Then it's dangerous.
Well, yeah, if you
Yeah.
kill
No,
yourself.
that's when it's
Whoops.
different.
But you died hang gliding, which, come on.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
John died. What? John died? How the fuck did he die? Hang gliding.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay, that's pretty fucking
Choked
cool.
on a raisin.
Yeah. No. It's like
Or
not a bad way to
Chick-fil-A
go out.
nugget like I almost died years ago. Oof.
Yeah, that'd have been shitty.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't let it happen.
Hey, speaking of Chick-fil-A, we haven't
Well-
talked about them in a while. They need to give those guys the vaccines because they can move some cars through a drive-through,
Yeah,
You're right,
shit.
though.
and everybody's there anyway.
Yeah, everybody we would all have vaccines by now if the people in charge of Chick-fil-A were in charge of distribution. Holy fuck.
That's
That
true,
is an
too.
organized
Good
crowd.
God.
You know
That is
what?
an
I thought they
organized
were
crowd.
organized. They're not. It's a shit show. The place in our town, the whole fucking place is a bunch of fucking
The
idiots.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, a bunch of.
That's the
fucking
only
morons. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No.
That's where all the morons live down
like
there.
every time I go over there, it's like, yeah, which isn't often.
Well,
I'll say that.
You haven't been to apparently the one that's overrun by us.
I
They just
haven't.
want to have all kids there, and they ain't getting it.
I've
They
never
just
seen
ain't
one
getting it.
Chick-fil-A that didn't have pretty damn good service. Not once have I witnessed that. So interesting.
Yeah. Well, my brother can't stand him. He's always got a story. Listen, if you think I complain and oh my
I know. I
God.
know your brother. I
oh
know your
my
brother.
God.
I couldn't even.
When you go, his last story was this though. He's like he sits there, he's waiting 20 minutes for the food that should take 5
I can
minutes.
feel him steaming.
And then they bring him his food. And they hand him the bag, and they say, "Oh, by the way, we don't have those chicken wraps that you wanted." Fucking guy, he went there for chicken wraps. He already paid for the food. The guy hands him the bag after he's sitting there like, "My God, finally I'm going to get my food." And the guy gives him not his food, just some of his food, and says, "What do you want now?" He's like, "That's all I fucking wanted were those goddamn chicken wrap things." Like, "Oh, sorry. Like, why the fuck are they taking the money?" And then why are they coming up to him 20 minutes later? And he's like, he's got a story like this every other week.
This isn't a story. He
Never.
just transferred that anger to you, didn't he? He like
did.
directly transferred it in.
And see, I've had 100% good experience. Like, I'm starting to wonder if your brother didn't order the wrong thing. Because I've not seen Chick-fil-A make any mistakes.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring down Chick-fil-A.
Your brother did.
Well, I agree with him.
Okay. Yeah, obviously.
I want to see this. I'm kind of like it's like seeing Bigfoot or something. I want to see this Chick-fil-A that's unorganized.
Me too.
Yeah,
I kind
I
of want
actually
to.
can't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what? He's also very
wanna,
unlucky. But you know what? I don't know.
I'm gonna journey over to your side of town just to try it.
Do it. So what else? It's almost time, but it's not quite.
Do you guys want a fun random fact that you're going to hate to go out on?
Yes.
Yes. Tell me now.
So, how much percentage of a sugar beet do you think you can harvest for sugar?
Oh wait, how much? Oh, say that again.
A sugar beet. How much percentage of it? Like what
What's
percent
a
of a
sugar
sugar
beet?
beet?
I was about to
A
say,
sugar
I don't
beet
think I've ever
is one of
heard
the
of a
two
sugar
things.
beet.
The sugar cane and sugar beets are the most commonly. That's where we get sugar.
So you're asking, when you harvest a sugar beet,
Sugar
how
beet.
much
What
of that
percentage of it do you
is
think is
usable?
sugar? And you guys are already searching. You're taking your.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna say 8%.
Okay. Anyone else with a guess?
I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna say 3.
Okay. Neebs.
5%.
It's about 16 or 17%. Here's the next
wow, we were
question.
all way
How
too
about
low.
sugar cane? What percentage of sugar cane do you think becomes sugar?
Is this an ad for sugar
Did you
beets?
say 16 or 17?
Yeah, about 16, 17%.
Okay, so
Sugar
I would-
cane
sugar
is 65%.
Anybody else?
Let's go 23.
35.
It's 10%.
I should have gone lower for the cane.
And 16 for the beet.
So we need the
for the
beet.
beet.
So what the
Yeah.
hell is sugar beets?
this
Don't
is
even get
this is
any
a sugar
press.
beet commercial. You've been bought off by the sugar beet people.
I put all my money into it.
He's a
All my
sugar
money's in sugar beets.
Stock tips from
So
Dora.
that's my 2021 tip, y'all. Sugar beets.
Just put
Sugar
everything you
beets.
own into sugar beets.
That's it.
Sell your fucking house.
Thank
Trust
you for
me.
You
being
won't regret
here.
it.
Take care.
Sell all your Bitcoin and put it all in sugar beets.
You got a sweet future coming.
Cause out of food,